guys, welcome back to another episode. Today's episode, we're going to still be prepping Frankie for the parade. In the last episode, we replaced the driveline. Today, I'm just doing a little fine tuning. That fine tuning is going to be to the steering. Let me show you. So both sides are kind of kicked out in the front, just a smidge.
Day 2.
I like to call the method we're going to use today the AGAM method, and that probably a term that a lot of you guys are familiar with, but you're just not bringing it in right now. What that stands for is ain't got any money. So we're going to use some things that you'll probably have around the garage. I kind of messed with it a bit last night, but I refined my approach today. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm going to do different today. My problem I was running into, I would get this steering wheel straight. I'd come out here and get this all straightened out. I'd come up here and the steering wheel's crooked again. So I'm refining my approach today. I'm going to make it easier for the tires to turn and rotate while they're out here. And I'm going to accomplish that with some pieces of plastic. So my approach is that I'm thinking that I'm going to squirt a little penetrating oil in this, but I'm thinking that the tire sitting on this, we got some oil in there. Obviously it's not going to go that far, but I'm thinking if we put a little, I don't know what I'll put in there, first thing I find, but put some penetrating oil in here. That'll allow this tire to move without bothering the steering wheel much. Stick with me here. I think it's gonna work. Now I bet you're asking yourself, what else am I gonna use? And I got this. This is actually paracord. That plastic I got for free. These, each roll was $1.25 over at the $1.25 store. And then jack stands. That's the other thing we're going to use. The only thing I'm going to use today that you may not have, I've had this for a little while just kicking around to help me with other angles, such as I just put a new mailbox in and I used this to help me make sure it was level. And it's this little guy right here made by Klein. I will also put a link to this in the description. I want to say this ran me about $25-ish. Don't hold me to that, because it may have been pre-COVID that I bought it. What we'll do is this is actually magnetic on the end, and we'll go in there and we'll stick this. This is my thought process anyway. We're going to stick this on the rotor and see where we're sitting at. But first, I'm going to go ahead and set my rig up here that we're going to use. What we're trying to do is get these front wheels so they're perfectly straight with the back wheel. And I'm fairly certain that we're going to be pretty dang close on this one already. But I mean, I can tell by looking at it, it's already pretty dang straight. But this one here definitely looks a little bit off to me. Our goal is I need to get that string so it's in the center of that wheel. Wait for the power steering pump to kick on. This has electric power steering. I will put a link up above here to that setup. Okay. All right, I think that'll work. All right, we're basically at the center, and what we're doing is lining up the back from the front. If you look right here, we're not quite touching. We are touching right here. It's more like a kiss than a touch. But we are ever so slightly out right here. This side here is a little bit further out. Kind of See, there's a, I don't know, 1/4 inch gap or so right there. All right, these are the tools we're going to be using. Vice grips, crescent wrench, these channel locks. It's just to get that clamp off there. Okay. All right, it's important now for you to pay attention. If you're doing a Fox Body, I'm assuming if you're watching this right now, you probably are working on a Fox Body. So we need, since we are too far in on the front, we need this to go outbound. So we need to lefty-loosey on this thing instead of righty-tighty. So that the front of this tire, it's going to pivot right there on the ball joint, but we want this to go outward. And we're going to accomplish that by spinning the inner tire on in. Slide this. This little spot right here that's got all the teeth on it is designed for you to spin this off of. There might be another tool for this that I don't have. So vice grips it is. Right there, I'm gonna look and see. Skosh more. Yeah, that's perfect. Get this back to
I'll see you on the other side.
All right, I think we're there. Just gonna put that right there for a second, and let's drag you out. Yes, sir. I like it.
I'll see you on the other side.
All right, here we are. Just barely kissing. Yeah, maybe we went just a hair too. We might have just gone a hair too far. Yeah, just kissing still. Okay, I'm gonna get back under there. I'm not gonna show you guys this, but I'm gonna get back under there and just kind of sort of bring that one back in just a skosh. All right, we are right on the moolah. Both sides. Steering wheel stayed straight this time. All right, so I am back from the trip that I was preparing for in this video. I actually wound up setting both sides to -0.5 degrees on the camber, and they moved. These caster camber plates are not good, and let me just show you. The passenger side, it's at 0.4. So that one stayed pretty well. Driver's side, 1.2 again. So, you know, I don't know. It's within the acceptable range, but I want it where I set the damn thing, and I want it to stay there. So I actually have some SVE caster camber plates that are going to go on this thing, and I'll do another video at that point in time. The ride was good all the way up there, all the way back, but it does do a slight amount of wandering. It's not much, but it does just a slight amount of wandering, and I kind of sort of think that's probably what it is, because everything under there is brand new. I'm going to put a little clip of the parade right here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Frankie got a lot of compliments during the parade. It was cool to hear some comments. Cool car. One dude, I heard him telling his kid, that's the fastest car in this parade, which, no, probably not. I just thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a wonderful week. Peace out.